Hey, it's Chris here. I was looking into some light improvements into my desk video setup for the movies here, and I found this SmallRig Vibe P96L RGB light lamp. So that was my first take. I will show you some features here, and I will explain why I didn't like it. The build quality is quite good, so it's a typical lamp with multiple LEDs. You have the bigger ones, the RGB ones, you have the smaller ones, the white ones in two different temperatures. You have a turning on switch and a mode switch here, nothing on this side, and on this side there is a screw and USB-C for charging. On this side you have two control dials. The right one can be also pushed and it's used to change the modes, and the left one is for the increasing and decreasing brightness. When it comes to the build quality, the biggest flaw is the single screw mount. There is nothing to attach it vertically, so only horizontally mount. Let's turn it on and you can see the modes. We have the standard mode where you can set the temperature, you have the HSI mode with the different colors, and you have the effect modes. Those effect modes are very popular among Chinese producers, but I feel it's a bit gimmicky. They fit very specific purpose, which is in real life way smaller than the space in marketing documents dedicated to this function. With one of the dials you can change the brightness from 1% to the 100%, but this is not exactly true and I will explain this in a moment. The light temperature is set by just changing the amount of light between two different colors of white LEDs. And I would say it's not the perfect solution. Never you have only one set on. And it's also like this diffusion is, as you can see, not very good. So the lamp is quite sharp and there is no way how to diffuse this light without external diffuser, which is not provided, of course. So that's one of the points where I don't like it. But now let's go into my test where I explain the issue with the brightness levels, because it's not exactly how it should be. Immediately when I started to test this lamp, I noticed two different annoying issues. And I made this test environment here just to show you what I have in my mind. So there is a lamp, there is a darker background just to avoid extra reflections, and there is this not professional at all illuminance meter. So thanks to that we can try to see the relative difference between 1% and 100%, and then I will also try to catch the every 10% levels, and I will speed up this video in a moment so you won't need to watch all, but I will also show you the results on a tiny screen here. Yes, so as you might see, at the 1% level we are at about 800 lux, and at 100% level we are about 5000 lux. It's not exactly maybe what manual and the documentation says, but I have 20 centimeter distance between the lamp and the measuring device, so it's a bit different setup. So you can also see that between 1% and 100%, we have like 4200 lux of difference. So you can see on the left side of in the left column that what's the percentage level according to a lamp, and on the most right one you can see the real percentage level, and you can immediately see that 1% is not exactly 1%, it's 16%, and that's one of the flaws for me. This lamp is too bright even at the lowest setting, and maybe for many of people it won't be an issue. For me it's a big issue, because I will try to use it on the lower settings, and if I cannot go lower and I need to move lamp further from the objects, it's just not handy at all. So it's too bright at 1% level, mainly because it's not 1%, in fact it's 16%. And the second issue which I see here is the difference between every 10% points. So we are starting with 430 looks, but then we are reaching 470. That's, let's say, 10% bigger difference. And then we are at the end going into even 360. So like the change between 80% and 100 is way smaller than between 1% and 20%. And this is something what you can see on this second graph here. You can see the green line, it's the level of difference between 10 steps, and the average one is in the middle, and you see that it's just not linear. It's not very linear. So when you're changing the percentages on the lamp, it's not working very linear. Taking into consideration that the lamp is too bright for me even at 1% point, and it's not linear when it comes to the setting the brightness, which is just annoying, I would say I don't recommend this lamp. I won't use it, and I unfortunately will need to return this to the place where I bought them and will look for another lamps. Thank you for today. If you enjoyed this and you want to show a bit of appreciation, please consider subscribing and hitting like. Looks like it's very important for the YouTube algorithms. Thank you and have a nice day.